What's up, guys? George back again to do another CD update. This is actually a long overdue update. This one's for September 26th, 2016. Um, Picked up quite a few titles over the last 6 weeks or so since my last update. Not too many, but now I have enough to do an actual update. First up, I picked this up at Goodwill, of all places, for $1. And that's the UK pressing of The Darkness, Permission to Land. Probably one of my favorite records of the last, I don't know, 15 years. I actually hated these guys when I first heard them. I couldn't stand Justin's vocals, but they really grew on me, no pun intended. This is a fantastic album. Every album they've done's been really good, I thought. I think they're up to album number 4, but this is their first full length. Like I said, UK pressing, $1 at Goodwill. So I was happy to find that to add to the collection. I think the only difference with this pressing, really, other than the UK, it's like the Atlantic logo in the spine there. I don't think that's on the US one, but I actually have like the Japanese version of this, like a 2 disc set with a DVD. I don't know. I've always worshipped this record. I think it was a great record. I know they get made fun of a lot, but I think they're fantastic. Great musicianship in that band. Next up, independent release on WTTF Records, and that is Freak Show. This is called Welcome to the Freak Show. Features Jeff LaBar from Cinderella and Ronnie Burkhart. I guess that's how you say his name. He was also in Miss Crazy, under the name like Alan Christopher Allen or something like that. Same guy. Yeah, he plays bass in this band. Ronnie does. Fantastic hard rock. His vocals are more like, I guess, like Dizzy Dean from Britney, but kind of an AC/DC inspired album. I like this a lot. I thought this was good. I think you can find this if you just look it up on Facebook or Google search the Welcome to the Freak Show CD. You should be able to find the website. It is limited edition, so it's not going to be around for long, but pretty killer. Pretty cool record. 2 I just got in the mail from I can't remember the name of the place I got this. Oh, Demon Doll Records. I get a lot of stuff from them I've gotten a lot of stuff from them over the years. They just got these in 2 CD releases from the band Suicide Bombers. Really killer, like sleazy hard rock from, I want to say, Sweden, somewhere, overseas. I think it's Sweden. Their first album is Criminal Record. Pretty killer. Great production on these. Good songs. I haven't opened these yet, but I know what they sound like. I've listened to this album before online, but I like this a lot. It's finally, it's good to finally get like a US price on it instead of paying $30 or whatever it is. And their second album, The Sex Tapes, which is actually, I think, like an EP almost. I don't think there's a ton. I think there's a lot of intros and shit on here, but it's more of an EP than a full length, but pretty killer. And this one I only heard one song off of, but it's in the vein of the first album, so figured I'd grab this too. Pretty cool. This one I got in at work. I think this is their first full length album. I could be wrong. This might be their second. The band Smash Fashion. If you like T-Rex, Cheap Trick, and that glammy hard rock stuff, you'll dig this. I know they have another full length out that I want to get my hands on at some point. But if you dig like that 70s, hard rock, glammy hard rock, you might want to check these guys out. I forget how I came across these guys. I think it was like Facebook or something like that I found a track. You know, I heard a track and did a little research on them and found they had a couple CDs out. So I went ahead and picked this one up because this is the track I heard was Wicked Ways on here. I like this a lot. I thought this was good. So again, if you're into that 70s glammy, T-Rex, Cheap Trick, hard rock, you might want to check these guys out. Pretty awesome. Cheap Trick. Two new Twisted Sister titles. I got Metal Meltdown. This is a 3-disc set. It has the Blu-ray, the DVD, and the CD of the entire show. Non-makeup Twisted Sister, so they didn't wear any makeup during the show, so it's just them jamming. Really killer. Has Mike Portnoy on drums. They do a tribute to AJ Pero on here. Really killer. It's 17 songs. So if you like, and it's cheap. It was like $12 for all 3 discs. So if you're into Twisted Sister, definitely give this a shot. I thought this was cool. And I think there's another Metal Meltdown series coming out of Extreme. The band Extreme, I think, has a thing coming out. It's the same type of packaging. It's called Metal Meltdowns, and it's from the same festival as this was recorded. So I think that's out this week or next week, but definitely check that out. And it looks great. It sounds great. I watched that one a couple weeks ago now. I thought it was really killer. And a brand new best of the Atlantic years on Atlantic Records. 19 songs featuring a previously unreleased studio version of them doing Born to Be Wild, which has not been available on anything else. That's the only reason I picked this up. So they definitely know how to suck you in as far as reissues go. I liked them enough that, you know, it was like $8.99 or something like this, but it's got all your typical hits on here. You know, You Can't Stop Rock and Roll, I Am I'm Me, which I think is a fantastic song. The only thing, they didn't put Shoot 'Em Down on here, which is I think one of the best Twisted Sister tunes. So what are you gonna do? Like I said, I picked it up just for the one song. Killer packaging on it though. I like the artwork and everything. So if you're a Twisted Sister fan, you got a couple new releases to check out if you haven't already. Cool new independent band. I don't know how new they are, within the last couple years anyway, I believe. And that is the band Watts. And this is called The Black Heart of Rock and Roll. Very 70s hard rock, Cheap Trick, power pop, you know, with a little punk. They're really killer. Came with the Watts sticker as well. I got this direct from the band. This is on Rumbar Records, but I got this direct from the band to review. I think this is probably one of my favorite records so far this year. I think this is their latest release. Really killer songwriting. Like I said, if you like power pop, with a little heavy power pop, Cheap Trick, heavier guitars though, heavier guitar tone, really killer band. Definitely check these guys out. Like I said, the Black Heart of Rock and Roll from Watts, really awesome. I think they do have another full length out that's a little bit older, maybe 3 years, but I heard the song She's So Electric on here. Absolutely love that tune. And what was the other track I heard? Up All Night. So check this out. So there's that. After all these years, my neighbor still doesn't know how to use their car alarm. Sets it off every day. I don't know if you heard that in the background, but every day. I don't get it, but whatever. Alright, now, reissue of the band Onslaught, In Search of Sanity. This is their first and only album with Steve Grimmett from Grim Reaper. This is a 2-disc reissue on was this? Disconnect? No, can't be that. Oh, Dissonance. That's right. Dissonance records. It has a second disc, a live show with this lineup. I gotta be honest. This album did not hold up well over the years. I used to like this album a lot when it first came out. I was a big Grim Reaper fan, and still am. Actually, they got a new record out this week. Steve Grimmett's Grim Reaper's new record's out this week, which I heard 3 tracks from it. I thought it was fantastic, but I'm not a fan of this record anymore. I don't know if it's the production nowadays or just the songs in general, but it was cool to revisit it, but I don't think it's something that I'd be listening to a lot again. I'll probably give it another chance, a couple years from now when I'm looking through shit and come across it and pop it back in. But I just thought this was just an okay record. I just remember liking this record a whole lot more back when it first came out. I love Onslaught. I love the stuff that they've done recently. But this could be their weakest album, and it's not Grimmett's fault. He's a fantastic vocalist. I actually put him up there with the likes of like Dickinson and Di'Anno and Halford and that caliber vocalist. He's a great singer. I just think he didn't get his due because he was a heavy set dude. Grim Reaper got a lot of flack in the early 90s because of Beavis and Butthead, but Grim Reaper's a fucking great band. And I thought this was going to be, I for some reason thought this was way better than it actually is, but still, the live show's pretty cool on it, because you get to hear him singing some of the older Onslaught shit, but pretty disappointed. Man, I really thought I liked this record a lot more than I did, but what are you gonna do? You can't love everything anymore. Another old band that put out a new record. That I absolutely love this record, and it's a new album from Hellstar. Vampiro is the name of the record. 11 new tracks. This one's on EMP, which is, I think, is it David Ellefson's label from Megadeth? I think. This just came out maybe 2 weeks ago. This is fantastic. Texas, like, thrash metal. Old school thrash, I guess. James Rivera still sounds fantastic on it. Really killer. I did not see a vinyl release on this one. I don't know if there's going to be or if there even is, maybe overseas, but our distributor did not have a vinyl version of this one. So I picked up the CD, been listening to it in my car for the last few days. This is fantastic. This is a great record. I like it better than their last album. I can't remember the name of the last album, but I've always been a huge Hellstar fan from back in the day. But yeah, this is really good. If you're on the fence about checking this out, pick it up. It's cheap, CDs are cheap nowadays, so pick that one up. I don't think you'll be disappointed. I thought this was fantastic. Another fantastic record from an older band from back in the day, Vicious Rumors, Concussion Protocol. I absolutely worship this record. This record's fucking fantastic. 11 songs on here. I even bought the vinyl, which I'll show in my next vinyl update on SPV. If I knew that the CD was going to come with the vinyl, I would have just picked up vinyl, but got this first, so I went ahead and bought it. I got this at work, obviously. I ordered this in. If you like Vicious Rumors old shit, you'll absolutely love this record. This is a fantastic album. I can't remember who the singer is now, but I think it's the same singer as the last album. The last album I thought was great as well. I might dig this one a little better. The production on this is fantastic. Jeff Thorpe shreds on this as usual. So yeah, this is really killer. This is SPV. Like I said, the vinyl does come with the CD, so if you don't have it yet and you just want, if you're going to pick it up on vinyl, you'll get this with it. Not the packaging, you'll just get the disc. But if I would have known that, like I said, I just would have bought the LP. But I'm glad I got it on CD as well. I have everything Vicious Rumors ever released on CD, most of it on vinyl at this point. So yeah, really killer. Definitely check this out. Great title too. Concussion Protocol. 2 new Kiss titles that came out over the last few weeks. And that is Kiss Rocks Vegas. This is the Blu-ray CD. I did pick this up on vinyl as well. This has the Blu-ray, the full show, and the acoustic set that they did. I don't think it's the same night, but there's an acoustic set on here, which is whatever. Sounds great, looks great. Just like I said, I'm not 100% sold on this lineup. I do like Tommy Thayer as a guitar player. I'm not a big fan of Eric Singer's drumming anymore. I don't know if they made him play true to the originals, or like they've been doing over the years. I wish they would just let him be himself, really. It doesn't seem like they are. Maybe they are, I don't know, and he just changed his style of playing, but pretty cool. Nice packaging on this. This was cheap as well. It's a normal set list for them, really. But pick that up. And a new import one on Go Faster Records. It's one of those legit bootleg things, and that's Kiss Agora Ballroom 74. Now this one came out and it went out of print as fast as it came out. I don't know if they got into a legal issue over it, but everywhere says it's unavailable now, which it was unavailable like the day after it was supposedly released. Never thought I'd find a copy of it. I just thought it was one of those things that was going to come out and stopped before it did, which it still very well could have been. I found this on eBay for like $12 or something, and now they're going for, I pre-ordered it because it was cheaper than my distributor was going to have it, and now they're going for like 30 some bucks. So sorry about that, I had to sneeze. I didn't want to sneeze on camera, so God bless me. So like I said, it's Agora Ballroom 74 with some bonus tracks like the ABC in Concert and the Mike Douglas Show. The sound on this is your typical legitimate bootleg sound. It's all soundboard stuff. It all sounds pretty good. It's not the greatest. It's not live album quality, but it's pretty good. I mean, if you don't have this show, it's probably one of the earliest shows that has surfaced over the last couple years. It starts off with, it's the first album tour, obviously. Deuce, Strutter, Cold Gin, She, Firehouse, Nothing to Lose, 100,000 Years, and Black Diamond is the first part of the CD. And then the next part is Black Diamond, Nothing to Lose, Firehouse. And then the Mike Douglas interview with Firehouse. So, cool old school pictures on it. Same pictures are inside, so there's no point of showing the inside. But like I said, it went out of print as soon as it was released. I don't know what the deal is with it now. It's, if you look on Amazon, it says unavailable. Amazon UK, it says it's unavailable. I think US Amazon doesn't even have it listed anymore. So I don't know the deal with it. So I guess it got shut down right before or right after it came out. But I was fortunate enough to find a copy for $12. Picked up an older album. I've been getting into these guys a lot. I have a couple other things by them, but I didn't have this one. That's Hell Fueled. Emissions of Sin. Is this one? I love that cover. I think that cover's fantastic. If you like Black Sabbath, Ozzy era Sabbath, you might dig this band. The singer I think sounds a lot like Ozzy, but they're a killer. I don't want to say stoner rock. They're not. They get lumped into that sound, I think, but they're a little more metal than that. So if you never checked out Hellfuel, you might want to give them a shot. I think they did a covers record. I could be way off. I think this is the band that did a covers album. For some reason, I think that. I don't know why, but I kind of remember them doing covers. Like I said, I could be way off. I might be thinking of somebody else, but this is a great record, I thought. I don't even know if they're still around. I guess they are. This is on Black Lodge Records. I got this on eBay for not eBay, Amazon for like $2. It's one of those. It was a used one, so I didn't have it. So it was like $2 plus the $2.99 shipping. So like $5 for it. Used one. It was in almost brand new. It looked. So I'm glad I got that. I like this record a lot. Like I said, if you dig Ozzy Air Sabbath, but not as stoner rock, you might want to check these guys out. Really killer. And last up is the brand new album from Airborne. Breaking Out of Hell is this one. This is album number 4 for them on a new label, Spine Farm Records. This album was produced by Bob Marley and mixed by Mike Frazier of AC/DC fame. Mike's done a lot of AC/DC's. Mixed a lot. I think the last 10 AC/DC albums he mixed. This is the normal. I got this at work. It's the normal jewel case version. Now apparently Best Buy has a Best Buy exclusive with a bonus track and poster, which I'll probably end up picking up and then selling this one. I love this album. If you like Australian hard rock like AC/DC, but what AC/DC used to be in the 70s, amped up and full of piss and vinegar, you might want to check out Airborne. Killer riffs. I mean, they're basically, I don't want to say it, but they're the new AC/DC, really. The Australian, like I said, this is album number 4. Just killer, man. They put out quality music, quality Australian hard rock. Joel O'Keefe's the singer, rhythm guitar player, is fucking great singer. It works for this shit. But definitely, I'm sure everybody that watches this video will know who the hell Airborne is. If not, then stop watching the video now. Go check them out. There's a ton of footage on YouTube, live shit, studio tracks, all kinds of pro shot live shit from overseas. Really killer, man. Glad they have a new record out. They're just, they keep chugging along. I don't think they're, big sellers in America, but hopefully at some point, I don't think anybody's a big seller in America anymore, but hopefully at some point this will get, this band will get a little more popular here in the States. I guess they're still big in Australia. I don't know. I would imagine. I mean, their label. This is their 3rd label. People are still signing them. So, really killer band. Pretty cool cover. Kind of reminds me of an AC/DC cover, or Return of the Living Dead. But definitely check out Airborne. I do have this on order on vinyl as well. That should be here this week. So that is it. That's it for this update. I keep saying I'm going to do a new Nerd Alert. I have a few things. I might just hold off and wait another couple weeks. I'll have a new LP update at some point. I've gotten a few things in over the last 2 weeks or so. I'm waiting on a few things. And I'll be doing some more out and about videos at some point too. And some new movie reviews. I'll be reviewing the movie Slugs from Arrow Video. That'll be up probably this week at some point. 31, the new Rob Zombie film, and there was one other one that I picked up recently, that I've gotten in recently, I should say. I can't remember the name of it, but so definitely keep an eye out on for those. If you like this video, click the thumbs up button for me. If you're not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button if you like what you see. I have content. I try to keep content once a week, at least. Sometimes I do 3 or 4 videos a week, but anyway, that is it. I want to thank everybody. Picked up a ton of new subscribers again over the last week or so. I'll be doing a review of the AC/DC concert from last week as well. I already started it. For some reason, the video got fucked up, so I had to start reshooting it again, and then I got through that, halfway through that, and I just wasn't in the mood anymore. So I might just do it all over again and update it. It's been less than a week now since I went to the show. But a good time was had by all, and it was a fantastic show, so keep an eye out for that as well. I do have some clips that I shot on my channel of AC/DC from Philly, so check them out. I filmed it with this phone that I'm using now, and I can't believe how good the quality of the video came out. So killer phone makes all the difference in the world, I guess, when you're recording shit live. But anyway, that is it. So I'll talk to everybody soon. Keep an eye out for that LP update, and I might start doing the 31 Days of Halloween movie reviews too as well. I might do that once a week. So we'll see you all real soon. All right. Again, thanks for watching. Peace.